YouTube and Twitch. This is me, Crimson60620, on my way to work, late as hell. And it actually couldn't be helped. I actually needed to put some air in my tires because my car is as faithful as it is, but it is running on its last legs. Now, I am here today doing a ride to work, and well, quite frankly, just talking about shit for the next 5 minutes. So one of my big pet peeves is actually seeing people that, and not to say that, you know, you shouldn't be concerned about your own well-being itself, but a lot of people actually just, they will turn down help because they are only concerned with conserving resources for themselves. That's shitty. That's really fucking shitty. I personally believe that, you know, there is strength in numbers. And I'm not just talking about a mindless, amorphous, faceless blob of people, but a fucking chorus. You can hear some distinct voices, but that doesn't stop everybody from harmonizing. And I think a lot of people miss the harmonization that you have, some of the harmonization that is done when we all work to fucking gather. When you think your position may be in leadership, but that doesn't mean that you're in charge of anything. That just means you have a different responsibility. You think your position may be higher because you have more resources, but those resources only go a certain extent. You have to exchange those resources for something else. It's telling when you see people who others, and it's quite alarming because in the end, a rising tide lifts all boats. Oh my God, I'm like, it's gonna be super late. Anyway, one of the things that I haven't in my videos, you gonna tell fucking 4 congresswomen, it's really what, the progressive wing of the Democratic Party. It's really 7 of the Justice Democrats, the 4 that just got elected. I know Ro Khanna is actually one that was there first because he converted to saying not taking any corporate or PAC money. And the other 4 that followed him, and I forget what the other one is, the other 2 are, but it was 3, and they more than doubled their numbers. I think this 2018, if the Democratic Party actually get the shit straight and push more progressive, where it wasn't even working for me. We need to treat everything. We need to revamp how we look at the economic system. If your only reason for looking at changing and revamping the economic system is so you can sit atop of other people, then that's the problem that we need to address. And quite frankly, guys, we need to do better. Now, it's funny, there is an idea that another financial crash is happening instead of the money being in, because the financial crash wasn't about mortgages. That's not what the financial crash is about. The financial crash was actually about companies being over leveraged and having a lot of debt, and they're back to 2008 records. And quite frankly, we're gonna have another situation where, I don't know what to trigger it, maybe the debt ceiling, maybe 2 progressives actually being highly considered for the presidential office, which if these two progressives get considered for the presidential office, man, talking about free college debt, erasing college debt, talking about Medicare for all, that's it. Motherfucking corporations are gonna lose their power for real. If college debt is eliminated, if Medicare for all passes, if, you know, we get a lot of employees on, you know, on employee boards or funding for co-ops, shit, man, corporations are gonna take a big motherfucking blow. Now, that's not gonna kill the capitalist system. It's gonna evolve it. Capitalism has a way of evolving that it even accepts some of its poison in order to make itself stronger. That's what socialism is. Socialism, in the weakest form, is actually just it's not designed to kill capitalism. I'm gonna actually say that. There will always be invention. There will always be. It would always be a quote unquote marketplace of ideas or things or services. But what socialism will do, it's gonna put a check. And quite frankly, if it put a check on capitalism, then great. But I'm almost at work, guys. Don't want to dox myself like a certain G-man. But